So after fighting off the Nazis and saving Private Ryan, this time Tom Hanks has to take on an old English woman in the unprecedented sequel, Saving Mr. Banks. That's a terrible opening joke, I'm disappointed in myself. Yeah, so clearly this has got nothing to do with Saving Private Ryan, because Tom Hanks plays Walt Disney to Emma Thompson's P.L. Travers. The story takes place mainly during a point where Travers is in discussion with Disney and some scriptwriters to turn her famous book Mary Poppins into a motion picture. Now, this is a film where you already know how it's going to end. We all know that Mary Poppins came out in like 1964 or 65 I think it was, and it was a great movie. But even though you know that Disney gets the rights to the book and turns it into a film, it's still very interesting to watch how it develops and plays out. The core of the film is the culture class aspect of P.L. Travers, a fairly cynical, traditional, stuck-up Englishwoman colliding with cheery, sunny Hollywood and the chirpy, determined nature of Walt Disney. And although this film isn't a comedy, this makes for some really light-hearted, laugh-out-loud moments. A standout being when Travers first arrives at her hotel and Disney have packed it with Disney goodies and soft toys. For the most part, the story plays out in the same meeting room, but the modern day, and by modern day I mean early 60s, is intertwined with flashback to Travers' youth, where you get an understanding of how her early life directly feeds into Mary Poppins and why those characters mean so much to her, and hence why she's so reluctant to let go. These flashbacks are actually a bit shonky and feel forced at points. They take you out of the story, and I don't know, it just felt overused. The little girl that plays young Travers is very good, she's very convincing, but the same can't be said for Colin Farrell, who plays her dad. I honestly felt like he was miscast. Here's what they should have done. They should have swapped Paul Giamatti, who plays her driver, with Colin Farrell. Have Paul Giamatti, who's one of the best character actors we have, play the layered, complex father, and have Colin Farrell play the cool driver. Just saying. Now, in reality, Walt Disney and P.L. Travers never ended up seeing eye to eye and did not get on at all. Travers was never ever happy with the Mary Poppins film and apparently stormed up to Walt Disney after the premiere and demanded that the animated sequences be cut. But if you're the Disney Corporation making a film about Walt Disney on the 50th anniversary of Mary Poppins, you can't tell people that. So of course that all gets glossed over and you get Tom Hanks to play Walt, because why would you have anybody else play the face of your company when you can get the most likeable man in Hollywood? Hanks' version of Walt Disney isn't so much the persistent or easily angered man that he actually was, as a more affable, charming uncle type, and this is exactly the type of role that Tom Hanks is perfect for, and he plays it so well in this film. However, there is no denying that this is Emma Thompson's film. Her performance is spectacular as the uptight, contemptuous Travers, but at all times she gives a sense of the vulnerability that lies beneath, and you can't help but feel sympathetic towards her. You might think that Thompson is faking or exaggerating her stubborn and stoic nature, but stick around for the end credits where some of the actual recordings of the meetings are played, and you'll see that she is every bit as hard to work with as she's played on screen. You do warm to her though as time goes on, and there's a scene where the song Let's Go Fly a Kite is played, and that will tug at your heartstrings. Overall, I have to give Saving Mr. Banks 4 popcorns. It smarts of Disney propaganda and it oversimplifies its main characters, but it's a great story nonetheless of Disney's determination to make a film clashing with Travers' unwillingness to trust or let go of her characters. The premiere scene's a nice little tearjerker, and any fans of Mary Poppins will love learning more about its background. Thanks very much for watching my review of Saving Mr. Banks. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and also let me know in the comments below what you thought of the film. Also, share it with a friend, because sharing is caring. If you don't know what to watch next and you've got some time, make sure you check out my Captain Phillips review, or you can also check out the video where I meet Tom Hanks himself. Thanks very much for sticking about, and I'll see you next time.